Well, Operation Save Gesetsu was a success. Even if it wasn't our success, it was his. I'll take the credit for it anyway. 'Twas for naught, at least. Our friend in the Sekisegumi is willing to consider this an investment of sorts. A payment against future misunderstandings. What, we got a get out of jail free card? That's pretty sick. To be honest, I wish I had seen that fight. I get the feeling we'll be able to see many from this guy. Just when I think I've heard everything. Hey, big man. Once more to the Ruby Sea. For a man who had just defeated 10 samurai in a row, Gosetsu is looking rather sheepish.
I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me.
There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain.
Truly? What fortune!
We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alphino and Tataru are waiting for us there. That guy's gotta be a Ro, right? He's gotta be a Rugadin. Ain't no way. Watch him be a hero. He's just fucking Weg.
As good as your fellow yours in.
Hello. Let me in. Gosetsu! Thank the 12 you are unharmed. It's always awkward to figure out if this cutscene's gonna be voiced or not.
As you can see, Master Alphino, I am the very picture of health. You, vile fiend, malevolent trickster! How kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first, I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me.
You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly would I return to you your coin, had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand.
Setting that matter aside for the moment. Ignoring that. Where is Lady Ugiri? Was she not traveling with you?
For a time, aye, but we parted ways some while ago. The better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hien.
Lord Hien?
Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hien is the heir to Doma's throne, and our master. His was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder.
So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army onto your lands.
The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Hien understood this, he bade Ugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they might have more time to escape. I remained at his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. And then, one day in a fierce battle, we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him, I would need Ugiri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day for the new Viceroy. Yotsuyu is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would not do to further her pursuit of Lord Hien.
Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors.
Then allow me to join you. My inquiries bore no fruit, and my desire to return to Authard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yanxia, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri.
See, I read that and I want to read Yanxia as Mandarin where it's pronounced Yanxia, but it's pronounced Yanxia. Oh, man. Mayhap not all. Alphino's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Handcock to feed us intelligence. There is a Garlean embassy just down the road, after all. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak. Come now, brother, a competent commander assigns his soldiers to the tasks best suited to them. You of all people should know. And you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve each in our own way. Very well. It would seem my place is here. There, bud. You'll get to kill it in the next expansion, probably.
Zerobot is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot.
Nodders. I want to go back in and talk to them. I want to see if they're in there. Hey, you think I'm running away without talking to you?
What are you waiting around here for, Weeble? Don't you have places to be? Off you trot.
I'm not a fucking horse. Like the compensation given to the Seki Segumi, the company considers our aid to you and yours an investment. We look forward to establishing ties with any fledgling governments that may be formed in the aftermath of a successful revolution. Capital revolution. Awesome. Just because an individual excels at a particular task does not mean he should be obliged to do it over and over and over again. But you're so goddamn good at it. And our ninja is missing, so espionage falls to you.
How much longer do you intend to keep me here? I've given my full cooperation, yes.
You ain't going anywhere. Never, ever, you little shit. You little shit. Back to the hostelry, go. I needed to take a drink. Bam, bam, bum, 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 da, 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 da. Hey, team. I know Alphino can hold his own in a fight, but he is plainly better suited to more cerebral tasks. Surely I'm not alone in thinking that. I mean, it would be nice to have him, though he is a healer. That's pretty good. This one's smaller than the Misery. A lot smaller. But is this our boat or is that our boat? That's a fishing boat. That'll get us there.
Oh, Kojin Captain! A fine choice. Only Confederate sailors rival their knowledge and skill.
Well, it's good because he's going to be sailing against them. Hey, man. I've been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed, and the ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? After you, my shelled friend. Hold that thought. I want to see if there's any dialogue. After you, my shelled friend. If you insist. With me, everyone. The Ruby Sea awaits.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun. A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Welcome to Othard, everybody, home of the world's largest Jenga tower. Holy. What the fuck is that? Somewhere out there, across the water, is Yugiri and Gosetsu's homeland. I think it's on the other side of those mountains. Woe betide the enemy foolish enough to attack by sea. Now, if the Garleans were to bring their airships, on the other hand... What for? Doma or for... Oh, for this fort. Yeah.
The Hingans built this island as a bulwark against invasion, and filled it with enough cannons to seek an armada.
AKA... 10? 11? 11 cannons? I don't think that'll be enough. Is Orabon.
How wide and beautiful she is, the Ruby Sea. Filled with promise and adventure and treasures. Many wonderful treasures.
Once more to the Ruby Sea. With feeling. Open water. One does not simply cross the Ruby Sea, as Orabon well knows.
Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel, and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the Ruby Tithe, thereby earning you the blessing of the pirate lords. So, let us go and greet them. Our destination is the isle to the west.
That doesn't look very far to me. Weeble, why don't we jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats.
An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the isle.
Namely Alize and Gosetsu, apparently. Da-da-dun, da-da-da. I'll raise you. But I'm bringing a chocobo. No! Choco, no. Feels bad, man. What the hell? Just a wheel spinning through the sky. That's crazy. We got to do that. Right. This should be easy. And a good way to loosen up right before the next whenever it comes. 20 gil says I beat you there. Well, yeah, you and your cursed teleportation. Zoomies! Are those rocks or fungi? Maybe even coral. It's really hard to tell. Makes me want to play Morrowind. Fuck. Everything reminds me of her. Not that I've anything against the occasional dip in the ocean, but to dive in on a whim is a bit... Huh.
Oh, what spirit you two have to delight in this simple joy so readily.
Not bad. We'll call it a draw.
Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tansui.
Hey, we got the Confederation.
What up?
Welcome to Sakazuki, arguably the most important of the Confederate outposts. From here, we have a clear view of the Ruby Sea in its entirety. Walk up these steps and have a look for yourself if you don't believe me.
Don't mind if I do. But I don't want to look at my... I don't want to look at my chocobos, but I wanted to look at the Jenga tower. That thing is very impressive. Oh wow, you can get a good view of the entire sea from here.
Unless they're over there.
Mr. Merchant Vendor. Never mind. Just checking. I am one of the Confederacy's foremost lookouts. It's a position I intend to keep until the day I die. Chioji? Dude, he's gonna fucking die. He's gonna fucking die, isn't he?
This one is Tansui. Come, introduce yourselves.
My clothes have mostly dried, but they're a bit clingy. Still, no regrets. Also, you smell like salt. I wonder, Lominson pirates have been known to say things like "R," but surely pirates on the opposite side of the world would use different expressions. Or arududu, perhaps? What the fuck are you on about?
Doma's position on the Confederacy could best be described as one of guarded acceptance. They are pirates, aye, but they adhere to a code and are a stabilizing force on the Ruby Sea.
A necessary evil. I fear you have the advantage of me.
Hello, my name's Weeble.
Most honorable and esteemed Weeble Wobble. I am Tansui, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss. That sounds like a slur to me. Ah. Sure. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Boys with boats. Dansui's face betrays nothing as he looks you up and down. In a way, you got a voice here. You wish to pay the ruby tithe, yes? With your gil, perhaps? It is just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days. These days?
I would pay for their passage to Arthur. Does this sum meet with your satisfaction?
Nice highlights. The Zephyr has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely. Unless you tripled it.
Do you take me for a fool? I know the price, as do all.
Alas, we live in interesting times. As you came from Kugane, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning?
Sir! Sir! You've got to come quickly!
The bastards are at it again! I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well. I will be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I will not hear men name me a cat before Koban, so I shall consider their tithe paid. Not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that, man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled. For now. What was that he and the other pirate were talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look. I think we're going to beat the shit out of somebody that's trying to sneak by. That's my eyes. I guess. Yo, Freddy. How you and your new phone doing? And howdy, Unlucky, how are you? Wow, this island is much larger than I thought. Oh my god! Yes, right, fuck off. Old Vern cacked up and was on its way out. Doom, 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 ding, 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 ding. And you did say that it was like falling apart, right? Holy! Giga Chad! They got flying sharks in this realm. Kick his ass. Good, that's good to hear. Unlucky. Restarting, everything's working fine now. Hopefully so. We're doing pirate shit. Donzui. Over here. Oh, there they are. Let's go talk to my friends real quick. Yo, what up? That's Tonsui over there, isn't it? Oh, that's a rock. Do you know what all this is about?
I've been away for some time, so...
I am not certain this is a wise idea. It'll be fine. Don't worry, man. Don't worry about it. Bang, bang, bang. Midore Setsugekka. Oh, I forget that's how that worked. Alright, let's see if the boy's gonna show up. Donsui. But what the hell's going on over there? I wanted to go check that out. Oh, well.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pilot. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own. Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat, and the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put to sea at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
What, are we picking a fight already? I thought we were avoiding a fight, but alright. Let's get in. So they really don't care what happens to Doma. I can't. I refuse to believe that. Get out of the water, little guy. I just noticed him drowning down there. Oh my god. Doma is but one of many provinces under Imperial control, filled with people who have to find ways to cope with a bitter reality. Empire. Sometimes they even strike back anyway. I want to kick this thing's ass. Transferring your old phone to a new phone these days is easy. It's very cool. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you.
What are we waiting for? Come, come! Zorobon cannot have gone far. Though now that I think on it, it was passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship. Or at least to the Confederate encampment.
What the fuck is that thing up there? Yeah, I'll be there in a moment. What the hell is that thing? The lid. Hellborn and Nala. What in the World of Warcraft? It looks like those fire lizard dudes. That is crazy. Alright, to Sakazuki. That needs a cup of sake. Why is it always nighttime? I feel like it's always nighttime. Why is it nighttime? That's a reference fucking nobody's gonna get. Tatsu noko 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 totsuka dead fucking die. Lol. Death by MP. I'm sure he has his reasons for his odd behavior, but I should like very much to hear them. Trust requires honesty. Oh, good, he's still here.
I told you he would not abandon us.
Amen.
Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. You understand? Kami be praised. Too often our shell is quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one.
Racism.
Right then. Now that our business with Tansui is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear.
Boys with boats. Dude. What the hell is that? To bend with the wind. Orban is in high spirits.
I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. That reminds me. Weevil, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades.
Okay.
I mean, you're walking through here.
I never grow tired of watching the lid.
The stench now is another matter. Sulfur. But if they're walking through, why didn't they just tell them? Amen. Oh, you're one of the Aegean back from the beach. Leaving us already? No need to pay the tithe like Don Sui said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. Don Sui seems to believe you're not the type to let a favor go unanswered. Assuming he's not mistaken, I have no doubt you can find a few odd jobs here. But I've already done them in a past life. Nope. Hey, you. Y'all, I was doing some weird maneuvers. That shit was crazy. Even if we need not fear the Confederacy, there is no telling what manner of Imperial presence we will find waiting for us. We must be careful.
What are we standing around for? Did you not hear what Tansui said? The Viceroy must be stopped!
Next stop, Othered and Doma. We are coming, Ugiri.
You have spoken with the Confederates up above, then? Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time.
All aboard!
Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari.
Wait. Tansui said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away.
Very well. I know just the place.
Leeward Cove? Yeah, they definitely won't see us coming. I'm sure that no one saw that boat.
Long last, I'm returned to my homeland.
Still have your bearings? I know it can be difficult when you're on the water. It would have been silly to try to swim all the way here. At least this time. You could have made it. You just go under and you get on your motorcycle and you just get here super quick. It's just that easy.
Here we are. I'm reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I fulfilled the terms of our agreement.
Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Oroban. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant.
Oh, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best, and hope that we shall meet again.
Yep.
See you later, turtle man. So we finally arrived in Othered. All we need to do now is, liberate Doma. Ah, yes. That. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor. The element of surprise. Unlike in Girabania, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit. But before all that, we need to see if this is the fishing village where Tansui was talking about.
It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze.
Uh-oh.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very Doma. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Kojin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word. Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
We need to make contact first. We can't, not now.
He's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels, to say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lys, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Oh. Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental, something intrinsic, something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
Well, we're one guy down, but at least the killing is stopped for now. God damn. Well, rest in peace, those two guys. The beginning of the tower to the northeast. I wonder where that could be, huh? You heard him. Let's go. This is really upbeat music for the scene that just happened, man. I hate it as much as you. Maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Rosetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes. For want of a better idea, I say we do just that. While taking care to avoid the Imperials. Right, I got Quentin. I can just roam around him. Oh, but I gotta swim. Shit. Oh my. What happens if I go up to one? Hey man. You good? Who the fuck is this little nerd? I'm walking in. Apparently there's nothing you can do to stop me. Is this the tavern? Don't know. But they don't care to stop me, so I'm just gonna leave. Bye! See you, Quentin. Okay, my bird don't know how to swim. Even though technically he is a blue chocobo. Rasen Kaikyo. But that's alright. Chocobo colors don't mean anything in this game. Maybe one day we'll play one where they do. That lid looks like a giant mouth. With horns, and it's just spitting out lava. Is probably what it's supposed to look like. Whoa! The crazy thought that, huh? The fuck is that thing? Yuki. It's like a super toad. Walrus toad, oh my god. She's right. This is not like the Reach. This is worse. They were defenseless. I mean, I imagine shit like that goes on in Girabania too, I mean. It's a fucking empire. We seem to have evaded their patrols so far, except for that little detour you took to walk right into the middle of their base, but it didn't seem to matter. Tis that tower anyway. I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on Onokoro, and the tower is known as Heaven on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me. I'm starting to sound like Alphino. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there. Do you see it? Did you see it? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait. That wasn't either of you two, was it? Not again. Calm down, we had nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run, Lees. We save our strength for any that gave chase. You too, Weeble. Or I just kick their ass. Another day, another creature trying to eat. Trying to eat a Lalafell. So it goes. Boom, bam, 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 bam. You're done. Oh my. We got a thunderstorm on. Always a little tiny guy. If you insist. Compared to that one, this one's a little tiny. It's gotta be like a baby or something, right? Maybe that's why they were so pissed. I don't want to fight a school of flying sharks. You got your two. Good job. Whew. That went better than expected. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have to, sharing an island with these things. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. Yeah, super easy. Yeah. Help! Help me! That'll work. Probably. Crick. Hey, man. Also, everywhere's got these little banners. They're very pretty.
The Confederacy's headquarters are located on this island, so we tend to have to run attacks on an organization. Thankfully, there are many places to get cover here, and if need be, we don't skip by sea.
Yeah, what he said. So that's the way of it. With the Confederacy. Oh, there's a settlement here. And they've even got their own aetherite. Wait a minute. I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tansui. Which means this place belongs to... Oh. Congratulations, we found our way back to the Confederacy. There's no mistaking that design. It has to be them. Confederate consternation. Alize seems bemused to find herself standing outside a Confederate settlement. It would seem that we found a Confederate settlement. Mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of this place. So Gosetsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor. The self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Awkward. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe. Would these ones know about that? Would they be like, well, that was that group, not us. We didn't make that agreement. Oh wait, never mind, here he is. Look who I found. This should make things easier. What wind brings you hither, of all places? Were you not bound for Arthur's shores? Gosetsu got grabbed by the Empire. I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject. No? Then what do you want, a second opinion? Very well. Come with me. I will take you to the captain, Rasho. Just like that? An audience with their leader? How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people. And this will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll. Oh my god, she's going to embarrass herself so fucking bad. Never mind, you don't exist. Bye, Sasaki. You ain't real. Bang, bang, bang. The hell's going on in that island? The Isle of Beko? Huh. That one's pretty big. What the? Yeehaw! There he is then. Our illustrious leader. Speak, no need to be shy. On second thought, maybe I shouldn't be the one to do this. Are you afraid of him? Were you intimidated by his hair? Pretty nice hair. It's never this simple. Not with pirates. And if they're anything like Carvelan, then may the gods have mercy on us all. Greetings! You must be Rasho, leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Oh gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now.
That, however, matters that tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. Ghost Setsu, a former leader of the rebellion. I know of him. Why he made you petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not.
At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive out the Imperial forces out of Isari? The Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is our imperative that our presence here remain secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve.
You have told us why you cannot fight, not why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of wives saved, I would speak to you of the slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid.
Thank you for your hospitality. If you would excuse us. Really wasn't expecting that voice out of a man like this.
All ties that bind a man must be renounced, without exception, if he is to find a place here. Former lovers and bitter enemies alike must learn to bury their past and work side by side, or else be cast out. No matter how deep a man's hate winds may run, he cannot let them dictate his actions. The good of the Confederacy takes precedence over all.
The captain's word is final. Can't say I didn't warn you. God damn it. You won't even come to our help, not even for your boyfriend? Damn. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Hey, Weeble, I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gosetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're of the same mind. 'Tis little wonder they refused. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust. Others? Gather information around Onokoro. Bam, 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 bam. Diving over the edge. What? Curse you, invisible wall. What then? Have you? Sick leap, dude. Yo, independent mender. Indemender. Really? Haven't taken any damage in those fights? Weird. Hello. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. But they don't do anything? We are the pirates that don't do anything. We just stay at home and lie around. And if you ask us to do anything, we'll just tell you we don't do anything. They've got plenty to eat by the looks of it, though it's mostly the same stuff. I wonder if they trade much with outsiders.
Okay. If you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, we'll strip you of everything you have, including the very clothes on your back.
You've got to save us. This man, he's not right in the head, please. Well, you do have fun with that. Not my problem. Vision over here. Eesh. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. Dude, they don't got shit. They ain't got shit for dick in this town, man. The Confederacy is dead. Where's Alizé? Alizé. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Woo! I'm attuning. Secret wind tunnel. Let me off. There we go. Where the hell is she? That's a Confederate guy. Aw, babies. But pirate babies? Really? The hell is going on up here? Now, this must be the entrance to heaven on high. Logward that. Alley-oop. Damn you, invisible wall. I didn't die. Alizé. Alizé. The fuck'd she go? Well. The world may never know. Bow, 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 bow. Wait, maybe she went over here. I just wanted to see if she was around, to see if she had anything to say, but apparently she's not around and has nothing to say. Anyway, Nawashiro, what up?
Taking an interest in the ship? Good eye. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like the Sekibune, only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently, what with those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around. If it wasn't for them... Well, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh? She's less a ship and more a storehouse these days. What a waste. The point is having a pirate fleet if you can't do any piracy. Come on, guys. Fucking get it together. Captain Jack would be embarrassed. Wait, were you always here?
Had a good look around. Then we just need to wait for Elise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tansui said. They have no intention of standing up to Yotsuyu. I don't know if you two got a different impression.
I think the situation's about to fucking explode. They're running out of supplies, the people are getting restless, and they have seen no action.
I agree. It's obvious that they are struggling to survive and that they blame the Imperials for the recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later. And deep down, they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk. That we can be valuable allies in the fight. That's what I do, be strong. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance? Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that. And you know it won't be the last. I'll look around to the western end of Onokoro. You two take the east. Good luck! Aw, yeah, side quest time, baby. Side quest detour time. You've learned the emote Eastern Bow. Sick. All right. Bam, 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 bam. We have 3 different objectives that we can do. I was gonna go look for Lise and Alize, but let's just do our job. Yo, Kajika. The arrows of misfortune. Kajika is nodding sagely in your direction. You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of a Gyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those with which may still be of use. While you are about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in Gyuki tails, you know. But I did say that you would need be a courageous sort, and I meant it. The beast was young. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. Alright, so you murdered a baby and are having me butcher it in front of its mom. Cool. Cool. Retrieve what arrows you can from the carcass and bring me the meat of its tail. Do this and you will have my gratitude. Oh my god, are those actual bombs or is that just decoration? It's crazy. Oh, I can only grab one at a time. I was gonna grab all 3 and just go do all of them, but I can only do one at a time. So let's go. Maybe we'll run into Lise. She said she'd be on the western side of the island, right? Shiranui. It looked like the jellyfish monsters that were on the boat. They were called banshees? Oh. What the hell's going on with the lighting there? Oh boy. We should probably clear these so they don't get involved. Idare Zetsugeka. Bang, 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 and another. All right. There you are. Oh, that's a big one. Take it to your mom. Well, I'm not gonna butcher you. You don't matter. Sklurk, sklurk, sklurk. What the fuck is going on here? That was awkward. There we go. Pay no attention to the activity of the lesser panda. The fire cat. Sahunekatu. Kajka got your meat and your arrows. I could have definitely butchered the others, but it doesn't matter. Ah well. You've been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Gyuki corpse. Some broken arrow. The shaft, fletching, and head of this arrow appear to be relatively undamaged. It reeks of dead Gyuki, though. Gyuki tail meat. This meat looks as good as it smells, which is to say, not at all. Warp? I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I could have tended to my own kill, but such is life. A pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Gyuki's game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows too must be reused when possible. A prudent measure become necessary, alas. With every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. But this day we shall have full bellies, and in that we must take solace. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Gyuki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. Okay, you're welcome, bud. If you ever need any more Gyuki meat, let me know. I'll go kill a bunch of them for you. You got it? Aranami. The last voyage. Aranami is not a man accustomed to being kept waiting.
You there. Oi, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an aura? A new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onokoro. He is late in returning. A strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations.
Let's go find him.
I sent the boy to patrol the region northwest of heaven on high. If he is not there, then I know not where else he could be.
Right next to the 10,000-year-old vine? Oh my. Oh hey. The Skywatchers are everywhere. No matter what country you're in, no matter what continent, no matter who rules it, the Skywatchers are always there. Nobody fucks with the weatherman. Oh. No, I don't want to be in. I hope you enjoy. I assume that is a show? Freddy, I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna find wherever the hell this guy went. He cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. Better not be fucking dead. Bro? Season 1 and Season 2 on YouTube? Nice. Cool. Bro? You cast about for the Confederate recruit and at last spy a young outery man lurking behind the rocks to the west. There you are. What you doing, man? How in the world did I spot you? What the? Hey, bro. Who are you? You do not look like a man of the Confederacy.
Hello, Weeble Wobble. Told to make sure you went dead?
Forgive me. 'Twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I was worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it. For the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters, and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onokoro. She has made peace with this life, and placed her faith in us, to live on. Us. God. That can piss me off. That's another done. You know, I'm just gonna pay the 70 gil and teleport, that'll work. That'll work for me. Yo, Aranami, what up?
So, what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such?
I was making sure that his friend wasn't, fucking a ghost. Not fucking a ghost. A fucking ghost. But not a ghost that don't... Never mind.
What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel. Huh. So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea how our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Wow, it's fucking nothing!
Never underestimate the importance of guard duty, I say. If one truly values his freedom, he must be ever ready to defend it.
That has nothing to do with the quest that I just did, thank you, sir.
But do I gotta go talk to one of the kids now? One bad rain, and this entire thing is gonna go off in a mudslide. You're not a child, you're a teacher, maybe? The soulless of the sea. Afumi has no patience for seasick pirates. Oh, never mind. Kami, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores. Listen well. I have a task for you. First, go to Awakumo below and receive of him medicine for our men of the earth. Then to quick escape pier and help the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly! The wind carries his cries to my ears, and I can stand them no longer. Bring the would-be pirate his medicine. Alright. Dom makes the best rice balls in the village, and I'll plug the gob any who say he don't. Damn, kid. You have any words on what's going on? Never mind.
Only way through them doors is if I'm carrying your nub in a sack.
Okay, damn.
Awakumo, what up?
I'm at the best of Afumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman unable to stomach the sea. A true Confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. I have done my part and you have your medicine. If you tarry even, Afumi will hold only you accountable. Fine. I wonder who this mysterious Doman recruit is and if they will be an important character going forward. Nah, they're probably just a rando. Oh god! Bad. Not punished. Here, everybody, never mind. You are the most generic looking generic man, but you also look holy. Here you go, dude.
Why does it shift and shudder still?
Landlubber's best mate. A sack full of... See, it says victuals, but I'm pretty sure it's not pronounced victual. Isn't it like victual? No. To help the would-be pirate keep his insides on the inside. There you go.
Medicines. Give them here. They look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Afumi. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able.
Dude, I don't think you should be a pirate if you get motion sick, dude.
I will not soon forget this kindness. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
I think you may have chosen the wrong profession, man. Quentin, no! There we go. And there's really only one way up there, and that is to go all the way around. It definitely looks like a giant demon. I wonder what may be going on over there. Bum, 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 ba, da, 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 da. Avumi, I am back, and I offer you this respite. The Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns when he's in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once of Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you too will renounce your ties and join us someday. I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Tansui unfolded all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys on the land, but the sea holds salvation. Yo ho, a pirate's life not for me. Mostly because Quentin doesn't like it. You guys approve of my work? Nope. They don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Team huddle. Team huddle where? There we go. Never mind. I thought we were about to team huddle with Alizé and Lise, but apparently we got this guy here, Hirase. Alizé stones. Hirase is impressed by your industrious nature.
You've been busy, haven't you? Now you're here to ask if I need help with anything? Now that you mention it. Lately, we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing, I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. We've got to go the thieving bastards regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can go kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of these rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. To be honest, I'm more worried about my mates than the sharks at this point. They should have come back by now.
I mean, I'm not surprised about sharks jumping out of the water to catch fish. I've seen literal flying sharks. Like in this area. So it does not surprise me in the slightest, sir. Nebula. Hello, capital wasteland. Rotting fish. The putrid smell of this fish should draw any nearby sharks out of hiding. Hello. Here, flying shark, flying shark, flying shark. One. Oh, man. Where is the other spot? Where, there you are. Set it down. Oh my god, an aggressive shark. Good overseen such a thing. Alright. I'm guessing we're going to bump into Alizé on account of the name of the quest. Maybe. Oh, never mind. Hey, man. There are more pressing matters at hand. Alright, fine, I'll fight the giant turtle. Away with you! Sharp shell of the red. You ain't that impressive. Lol. Hey man, you're good. Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn. Before the Kojins started chasing us, their leader asked if we were Domin. They're Yotzu's sketches, I know it. First Isari and now this. I've got to tell Rasho and the others. Yeah. A fight's coming to you. Like right fucking now, apparently. You're yoinking your team. I wonder what Alizé and Lise have been doing this entire time. They're probably doing side questing of their own, huh? Some side questing of their own. Yo. We've been keeping busy. How about... Oh no, you've got that look. What happened now? Ah, there you are, Weeble. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling. Though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I am told. I should like to think that we have proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? The Imperials are trying to round up Doman Confederates. Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates. Surely Yotsuyu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least, I should like to think that he cannot. Oh, look at the panda. What is Yotsuyu thinking, kidnapping Confederates? She has to know they won't take this line down. We need to speak with Rasho immediately.
Bro, they're coming for you!
Let's get this over with, shall we? Amen.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds, we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
You even need to ask?
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Isari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
So you're gonna send me to fight an entire army again? Eh, fuck it, why not? What else is new? Bold claims and even bolder promises. I should be interested to see if you can live up to them. Thank you for placing your faith in me. All that remains is to carry out our promise. Ambitious as it is. Well, they're one of the tribes, right? Which means they probably got a primal. Let's go kick its ass. And under the sea. Though Rasha was a man of few words, he has some left to say.
So, alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are to set upon this cause, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Wen. Those who belong to the Blue are traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Mhigo. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you.
Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting over long for your sign. Right then. Let us head for... Wait, where is Lise? We cannot leave without her. Yeah, she just kind of took off. What the hell?
We will be watching.
You better fucking watch. You'll be quite the show, I'm sure. Please. Please, where go? Oh, there you are. What you doing out here?
Weeble, what is it?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped that I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think that I don't. What am I even doing here? Please, you... God, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, alright? Right? Before we first traveled to Girabania, I was in Limso Lominsa, visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. That's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless, I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when this is all over, Weeble. Weeble too! And I won't take a no for an answer. What about Y'shtola? We'd never hear the end of it. Alright, Y'shtola too once she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. Oh, man. Confidence issues. The Isle of Becca we go, and also this random boat in the middle of the ocean? What the fuck's this guy doing here? Hello? What are you doing, Uzushi? Uzushio? What are you doing?
If you set your net according to the position of the moon and rhythm of the tide, it won't take long for it to become full. Most days I can catch enough food to feed our entire crew.
Oh, you're just fishing.
Probably get out of the water if you're doing that.
Unless you're fishing for the little fish that want to nibble on your toes. Then maybe that'll be fine.
Ignore that.
Alright, so we're gonna go around along the coast. This is a big-ass island. Sprint to the shore. Go, go, go. Ooh. Bubble coral. If you play Subnautica, that's how you get more air. Whoa, that's crazy. What in the world? Turtle crab. Scorpion crab? Turtle scorpion crab. Scorpital. Nope. I'm not part of the fate. Leave me alone. If you could change your fate, would you? Ow, my eye. Owie. Yo. Red, blue. Wait, didn't Sorbonne say something about this before? Yeah, he's Sorbonne of the blue, and the red guys are the ones that are hanging out with the Garleans. Also, the one that I killed. I think this is the Isle of Becco. Though, to be honest, it looks the same to me as, however, many other islands around here. Rasho said that there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. Oh my god. Up and over. Don't look at that. If you don't see that, it ain't real. Thank you. Oh! Guhuanyao. I don't like that guy, he's scary. Hello, I found a cave. How much further do you think it is? Deeper, yet deeper still. Oh my. Let's go all the way down then. You find the entrance, Alize? Looks like you. Oh.
Is that light I see up ahead? We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12, I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
Welcome to Ballwater. Ooh, it's got pretty music too.
Pleased though I am to see you again, I am confused. Were you not bound for Authud?
Yeah, shit went down, man. Of course. Soroban said he was the Kojin of the Blue, didn't he? Yeah, did you forget? Zuri? Soroban? How fortunate that we would find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. You got the right of it.